Alright, so it's Friday. We're at IKEA. I'm waiting for PJ to come through. We're gonna shoot some behind the scenes of his photo shoot. And PJ's been like popping off recently with all the work he's been doing. So he asked me if I can come shoot some BTS, and I was free, so here we are.
I'm not responsible if she gets injured.
Baby, there's no use in being part of the crowd.
It's hard to plan for the future while enjoying the now. When things get a little crazy, you can find your way out.
Only you can save you, only you can play you. I'm gonna live it up, 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 up. Ain't nothing I can't touch, 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 touch. I don't rely on love, 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 love. Only you can save you, only you can play you.
We're skateboarding. The shoot just finished. PJ's crazy as always. But really, I wanted to talk a little bit about why I started making music. For those who don't know, I have a song out on Spotify right now called Save You. Alright, so the first song we made in 2023, then I kind of took a year off. And now in 2024, I have a few different songs that I'm ready to go into the studio for. I have a lot of songs written, like I have a ton of written songs. But I'm gonna share some clips that I shot in 2022, talking about the whole experience before I started making music. So here we go. I just want to make this video in advance to show you guys what the plan is, what the goal is, what this next project is gonna be. I've been around plenty of people, friends, colleagues who are in music, who produce music, who are rappers, who are singers. I've been in the studio with them. I've seen the whole process, and I've always low-key wanted to make music, but I just felt like it wasn't my thing, wasn't for me. But I decided a few months ago, I'm like, why not? Like, I've always wanted to. I feel like the genre of music I can make would appeal to a wide audience, and I feel like I could do it a little bit differently. So with that being said, I'm gonna start making music in 2023. I already have some ideas in mind. I still have to come up with a name, a brand, you know, all the cohesiveness of what that looks like. Essentially, this is a new, exciting journey for me, and I love documenting the process. So you'll see more of these kind of videos. The music I plan on making is more so feel-good summer music, kind of EDM vibes. I'll be working with, so I'm not going to be in the studio. My voice is not going to be on these tracks for the most part. I'm going to be hiring a producer. I'm going to be crafting the sound that I really want, and then I'll be paying an artist that I believe in, that I feel like has a good voice to complement the track. And I'll sort of be directing and orchestrating the production of the music. But I'm gonna own everything. I'm gonna have the rights to everything. So I'm excited to launch the music. I spoke with Alexander earlier, and we came up with a nice like marketing strategy, a nice stage name, and we're gonna like be working together to really launch this brand and execute on what we think is the right message and the right feel for the audience, for the members. It's looking like he'll be the first artist I'm gonna be working with, which makes sense. Since we've been friends for so long, and you know, we have the talents and resources. So in a few minutes, we're gonna call my friend Ant. He is a producer, longtime friend. I want to really collaborate with him on most, if not all, of these songs that I want to start creating. We've been trying to work on projects for a while, and so I think this is a great opportunity for us to do that. I think he'll instantly get the vibe, and his music is already so great and so on point to what we're looking for that I think this would just be a match made in heaven, I feel like. So all right, so we're in the car going to a studio session with Charles. What are you working on?
Yeah, working on my next EP, which is A Night in the Sun. Yeah, gosh, been working on it for a long time.
So what's the plan for today then?
For today, the songs that I know for a fact that I'm gonna keep, I want to like clean up vocals, redo some vocals now that I've kind of felt like I've sat with the lyrics and the material for a while. But I really want to like solidify those so that they sound exceptionally well when I send them off to the artists who I want to feature on them.
So yeah, we're here to just document it. I was telling Charles that it makes sense to be vlogging this for my video too, because my video is about why I started making music.
Kenny's gonna make me crash, you know, because his camera's right in the like my mirror.
So yeah, right now I feel like I have a lot. I bought another track, which I don't know if I showed you, off of BeatStars, and I'm like, all right, now I got 3 songs that I've bought that I haven't done anything with. The next one, I think I actually might want all of my friends on it. So Charles, Zoo, Alexander, maybe Mitch if he's around. So I have to play you that beat to see what your first thoughts are, because it's one where people like Charles would probably never ever get on a beat like this, which is why I'm so excited. And even Zoo, like the song that I have with Zoo coming out, it's out of his comfort zone, but he killed it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I know everybody's gonna kill it, but like I know they will also never be on a beat like this. So that's half of like the enjoyment I get of like getting these features, you know? I mean, because like as a new artist, like there's some things that I want to do, but I don't know like if that's industry standard, if that's gonna come off as corny. But then I'm like, why would I stick to what other people are doing?
Exactly.
I'm like, that's like, why would I start making music as somebody who's not an artist? Why would I start making music just to copy somebody else, or just to copy the trends or what's expected? With your music in particular, you have like a good balance of like how you switch up the flows. It's not always what you would expect to hear.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And so I'm like, oh, that's refreshing.
Interesting thing. And part of me was like, huh, should I wait until the next vlog to like, surprise, you're gonna be on the track. But I do have a track for you.
You have a track for me.
Yeah.
On this new EP.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
We're gonna. So you trap me. You trap me.
We gotta talk.
Now why? Now Charles. Why? What?
We were gonna talk. We were gonna talk about it. You know.
Oh, so you dropping hints. You dropping gems.
Yeah. You know.
And now, why would you want a feature on the new album? Like, what was this a new thought? Was it something always planned, or was it like the beat that you know? Like, why?
Yeah. So, out of like my 12 different iterations of this project, you've been on and off. Like people are just nonstop and like moving based off of the direction that I'm committing to, and now with the direction that I am officially like into, I'm just like, I would love to hear what Kenny would do to this, and it'd be a great opportunity to like push each other differently, you know, because I've heard some of your material and I've heard how you've done some things that have shocked me. You know, and then I'm just like, oh, so this is what we really can do. I feel like other times you just be playing with me. You know, I'm just like, oh, for real, you're just gonna take the little safe route, low key. You know, but that's what the song sometimes requires. It's just like keeping it simple, and I respect that now. You know, but like I've seen the more intricate things you can do, and I'm like, noted. So it's always just been noted. Noted. You know.
So what he's saying was he thought my music was very simple and elementary.
Nah.
Until I started popping out with some new stuff, or stuff that's unreleased, but you know, I just be writing. And so
you were just very intentional about the commercial like uphill of certain things, you know, which was fine. And I was just like, and if this is like, and at the time, and this is before you actually made the commitment, you were like, I felt like you committed to like being in this music world and just like enjoying the process, etc. But I think before it was like, I'm gonna dip my toe in it, like, and he would say offensive things, y'all, like real offensive, like, oh, this is what songwriting is? Like, it's just, like, you know, like, he was just like, I could write like 100 songs in like an hour, like, if it's,
I never
like, he used to try to like downplay, like, he used to play in my face a little bit, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna let your people know.
Nah,
You ain't telling the full story. I'm like, oh, this is actually easy. Because I'm like, my thing is, which I'm glad we're having this conversation.
Nah, for sure.
Because I'm like, my thing was I didn't think I could write music. Because Alexander wrote our first track.
Yeah.
And then the second track I wrote was just, 3 words? Was just like, I feel it, which, is basically not even writing. Right. It's like, I'm basically not even writing nothing. But the songs that I showed him that no one else has really heard yet, they've been a little bit more, more in depth.
Nah, that's when I was like, noted.
But then I was like, oh, I actually have stuff to say. And now that I know that I have stuff to say, I'm like, it's actually easier than I thought it would be for somebody like me who's coming into it with no experience, no music background knowledge. So I'm like, in that element, I'm like, oh, this is easier to me than I thought.
Nah, for sure.
And I'm like, I wonder if like the artists that be coming out with like whack music or their lyrics are like sort of whack. I'm like, do y'all just not have anything to say? Like what are y'all saying in the music? Like,
the beat more matters the most.
So I'm like, definitely, I've been like itching to get back in the studio because I have some money now to use, but I want to use it before the money goes. So I'm like, that's why I bought these beats. Now I'm like, I got too many beats, and I just need to start like releasing songs. I'm here to document for Charles and Keith, but Charles is like, oh, this video might come out in a documentary at some point in the future. My hope is that this comes out sooner than later.
Okay, yeah.
I'm starting a YouTube journey of just documenting stuff. And right now you've been in...
And I'm encouraged.
And you've been in 2 of my videos so far.
I know, I'm encouraged.
Since I started making YouTubes, you've been in both of them. So I'm hoping this content doesn't stay on a hard drive for a year,
That's true. I will not hoard the way I've been hoarding. Okay. Yep, because there's stuff that has been sitting on a hard drive for over a year now, and it's not seeing the light of day. Project we did last summer, actually. It'll probably come out next year, y'all. Just being real.
And next year is in say the year 2020.
2025.
2025.
Yeah, we filmed it in 2023, but
yeah, case in point.
But 2025 for sure, definitely. Like I have plans for it.
Okay, we'll see.